Welcome to the Rusted Garden Homestead. You can really help honeybees by growing mint. This is spearmint. Mint can be invasive, so I'll talk about how to plant it in a second. But just look at the beautiful purple flowers. They start flowering here in the beginning of July here in Maryland, Zone 7. But this whole kind of mint patch is just covered in honeybees. It brings in pollinators, but again, I'm going to stress the honeybees love it. There are a lot of flowers that attract pollinators and predatory insects, but honeybees love mint. So this mint patch is in a 4-foot by 4-foot square raised bed. Let me see if I can show that to you. I mean, everywhere you look, the flowers are covered with the bees. If I give it a little shake, you're going to just see all kinds of different bees. There's really tiny small bees in there too. But again, the idea is to provide honeybees with flowers that they're really going to use and flowers that they love. I mean, I could actually just do this all day. Just keep looking at what's going on here with nature. And mint can get out of control. In the beginning of the spring, late winter, it will just send out root systems that just travel along the ground just below the surface, and it will spread everywhere. So you want to put it in a place that you can contain it. So along here I've put down 30% vinegar. I get in with a weed whacker. I can keep this mint contained, but I want a huge sort of crop of mint growing. It's really easy to take care of. It sits right here by my garden, so all the pollinators can go into the garden, so it benefits us as gardeners. But it really helps out the honeybees. They need more naturalized food sources. Mint is everywhere. They're used to it. It's been around forever. We'll help them, of course, getting the pollen they need for honey. It'll support the hive, and it will just really take care of, specifically, I'm going to say it again, the honeybee. This is not just a focus on pollinators and predatory insects. Other ones will come in here. But grow mint. I mean, just look at all the bees. I'm amazed. Every year I just kind of come out here and take a look at it. So if you're going to grow mint, you can grow it in a container. If you want to put it in the ground, put it in some sort of container, sink it in maybe halfway so that there's a lip of the container coming up. Build a 4x4 raised bed. In a way of care, this is very drought tolerant. I have not watered this once this summer. In the spring, I may give it a water soluble fertilizer one time. After the flowers start dying off, I will cut this back pretty harshly, kind of let it go. It's going to come back and it's going to keep doing its thing year after year. You just have to be able to take care of any of the root systems that kind of crawl out early spring and start spreading around. Or put this, maybe in a wood line, or a place where you don't care what it does. You can use it for cooking. You can make potpourri, teas, use it in dishes specifically for flavor and taste. It's absolutely wonderful. But let's just get in one more time and find some bees in here. And I really recommend, help out the bee population and grow some mint in your garden. Thanks for watching. Please check out my seed shop at therustedgarden.com. This is an absolutely easy plant to take care of. In fact, you might curse me if you let it get out of control, because it's going to go everywhere. Thanks for watching.